Yo, what's going on? Um, I'm currently on a walk right now. Just, it's actually quite a beautiful day, but I'm about to go to the gym, and I figured I'm just gonna walk before as a little warm up. I'm doing a leg day, so thought why not? But I just want to make a quick video to, you know, provide the update. I want to try and be consistent with the videos. But I don't even remember what my last one was about. But basically, this one, I was inspired because maybe this was yesterday actually, or the day before. I can't exactly remember, but I had texted a buddy of mine, and it was actually rather inspired by. I consume a lot of Greg Lavecchia's content on YouTube, the founder of Bloom, and he is one of the biggest inspirations for me. And recently he has been in like all of his videos, he talks about, or he just says like, you have, I don't know what it is today, because today's August 3rd. So you have 147 days left of the year, something like that, which is more than enough time to considerably change your life. And just thinking about that, and kind of what this conversation with my buddy was about, because he was telling me like when I met this guy, he was literally broke, and now he's, I don't do that much pocket watching, but he was talking about how he literally changed his life over the course of, I don't know, 5-6 months. So yeah, similar to 150 days. And so you hear all these people talk about how, and also for me, because I used to do sales in the info space. So there's just like this belief among a lot of the prospects, and just, I think people who get into the like online business in general, that like, you need to like put in 2 to 3 years before you can make money. Like, it's just this belief that people have. And while I think, yeah, you can't like just go in and expect to be the GOAT in like a few months, like I truly believe that, bro, if you just actually put in the work for, literally 150 days, then like you can considerably change your life. So yeah, I guess this is just like kind of a reminder to myself, and I'm excited to look back at this video at the end of 2026, because I'm calling it right now. This is like, I'm literally going to go from like the most unsuccessful e-com guy so far to, a real brand. In 150 days, I'm going to document the whole thing. So I'm so excited to like look back at this and be like, wow, this is the foundation, of the generational run, So yeah, I don't know. I just have like this excitement because I've finally gotten past the feeling of like this like upsetting emotional state of feeling like I'm at rock bottom and like nothing's working out. I was like the past like 4 days, I want to say, I was just like constantly just kind of like upset and like, when is this going to work out? And I feel like I've finally gotten like, okay, you know, we're fucking done with that shit. And now I'm like, you know, what is it called? The Valley of Despair or whatever. Yeah, I feel like I was in that for like half a week. And now I've just kind of gotten over it and, you know, actually focused on, okay, like what's the point of, you know, thinking about what we haven't achieved yet, when we could be focusing on what there is to achieve over the next 147 days. So I think that's kind of my viewpoint moving forward. The product that I did launch 4 days ago, it kind of flopped, and I think the reason behind that was because the desire of the kind of prospect I was targeting, it just wasn't strong enough. And I think kind of the issue was I was just like deviating from what I know, like the process that I know I need to follow. So I kind of just took a step back. I think that was all just like, you know, it was just an emotional problem. You know, I was just saying, I was in this emotional state of like almost despair, and like everything's just going wrong and nothing's working. And so I think that led me to believe that I needed to change something, when in reality it's just, I need to just do the same thing over and over again, you know? Obviously not make the same mistakes like that, but just put in the same reps every single day and perfect my craft. I just get super fucking good at direct response. Another thing that I keep thinking about now is that there's a video by Ben Facciani, who is another one of my inspirations, I will say. You know, another reason I'm kind of making these videos. And he has a very specific video talking about how, like, there are people doing, you know, multiple 7 figures a month, and they are no better than me, or really anyone. And one unlock I had is that, like, there was this product that I was running before, and they are very scaled up, but I'm looking at their ads and I'm like, okay, why can't I make ads like this? And the reality is that I can, and that I'm literally competing with just a creative strategist who realistically just became retarded and studied this for 3 or 4 months and just got good at it. And that's all you have to do. That's all I have to do. So, yeah, I mean, that's basically all I have for today. But yeah, I think the consensus is just like, just gotta keep going hard. Because, you know, I can really see my life changing in the next couple of months. Especially if I just continue to put in the hours. Continue to perfect the craft. So yeah, that's today's video, I guess. Hopefully the next one, or I guess not hopefully, but I know the next one will come with some more like learnings and stuff. But yeah, if anyone does watch this, I know someone commented on my last video, which was kind of cool. I don't know how the hell you found that. But yeah, just know that, like, dude, really, if you just actually focus on putting in the inputs and like disregarding, you know, like the Shopify revenue and all that. Well, I mean, obviously, like, use that as a reference. Like, if something's not working, then you got to fundamentally change something. But like, if you actually just prioritize putting in the work and actually getting better, rather than like Kalo ripping and just chasing the outputs, then if you do that every single day for 150 days, you will fundamentally be a completely different person. And I'm excited to look back at this and in 6 months or 5 months from now and be like, damn, you really called it. So yeah, that's all I got for today's video. I'm about to go lift, and I'll see you in the next one.